Yo! Yes, everybody, we are back with some more Jujutsu Kaisen content. And I was sitting here and I went down to my basement, and before I decided to go and beat my editors any further, I decided to sit and think about some new questions and inquiries I had for JJK. And I thought to myself, right before I took off my belt and started to beat Azria within an inch of his life, I thought, who has provided the best assist in the Shinjuku Showdown arc? And when I say this, I'm not talking about the two biggest players that are the most essential to this Shinjuku Showdown fight, because I would say it is safe to say at the current point that I'm recording this that the Sukuna has ran the gauntlet by far. So yeah, I recorded this video before we get the announcement that JJK ends in 5 chapters. So yeah, I guess I guess. And I think that his remaining fight is only with Yuji now. Obviously it makes sense thematically, and just I don't think anyone else is in commission. I mean, Maki maybe, because we know Miwa came in and saved her with simple domain, but for the most part I think it's just gonna be Yuji and Sukuna. But I was sitting here and I was thinking, man, who actually helped provide the most assistance? Obviously without Gojo's fight with Sukuna beforehand, everybody would be dead. Sukuna would just be spamming domain expansion or spamming Fuga and everybody would be dead. And number two, we can't include Yuji because Yuji is just nerfing Sukuna the entire time that he is around. Every time Yuji lays hands on Sukuna, he is increasing Sukuna's separation with Megumi Fushiguro's soul. So they're both just too strong. They're the two leads in this fight. So when I sit and I think about the assists, I kind of want to start from the bottom up and then just go from there. At the very bottom, we got Kashimo, man. What did Kashimo do, bro? That was actually worth the day. Buddy, you got negative by Sukuna. Sukuna was laughing in your face. Had the nerve to go into the realm between, you know, the realm between realms and tell you, hey man, that love shit is worthless. I don't even know why you're talking to me about this. And he hit you with the waffle Gary Coleman special. I mean, brother, him cook up on your backside. Me I call you Lego my ego, brother. Huh? Me I call you Pillsbury, though, boy. Yeah, you don't know. Coming in second to last, I gotta say Angel and Hana, man. I don't know what the Here's the thing, it's not even like the Angel's ladder wasn't like even active. It was completely on and active, was in the middle of burning both Sukuna and Yuji, and they couldn't kill him. That's the second time that Sukuna has tanked a Jacob's ladder. The first time, like he was like almost burnt to a crisp, but she stopped, obviously because of his plot. But the second time, Sukuna literally just jumped up it and just like he ran. Now obviously someone's gonna say, oh, Sukuna's had a faster than light speed, whatever. But like Sukuna literally jumping up the ladder while it's damaging him, and then it did like 0 damage. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. That's like what, the third or fourth L for this character? I mean, what the fuck? To say that this character also served to be a Yuta buff, I don't think that's a crazy thing to say, to be honest. Like, Inumaki became just a Yuta buff by extension, but I feel like Hana and Angel, dude, this character is a walking L front to back. And it's unfortunate because I do like the Angel. I would love to see what Angel actually looks like instead of just the mouth, but I guess we'll never know because Gege fucking hates me, I guess. I don't know, this character just didn't really put in a whole lot of work, to be honest. Now after them, we have Higuruma. Now Higuruma, I like Higuruma. That's my guy. I fuck with, bro. I do, genuinely, I do. But he really didn't do a whole lot. It's not really anybody's fault. It's not his fault either. I mean, dude literally like just became a Jujutsu Sorcerer like less than 3 months ago. It's not his fault. And considering the fact that he is very fresh and new to the world of Jujutsu, he's actually doing incredibly well for himself. His domain is strong as fuck, and he actually has these concepts of what domain expansions do and their limits and all these different things. Like when Gojo and Sukuna were having their fight, he was literally in the crowd analyzing what was happening, and even though he and Hikari, they're not exactly sure how the domains work. So when Higuruma came to the fight with Yuji, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I was already scared for him, because like when he busted out the Executioner sword, like people were like, oh my god, Sukuna's cooked, it's over. Be 100% honest with me, did any of you really think that Sukuna was gonna die to the Executioner sword? Hell no! Sukuna literally just hit him with the Dragon Ball after image and just sidestepped all of it. It was like he was basically begging to get hit with that thing. He wanted to see what it could do. He was gonna see if it was actually a problem that would be worth him solving. Now, there's a lot to be said with the fact that Gege I genuinely think Gege wrote Kamutoke in there just so Higuruma could have something to do. Like, Kamutoke, I don't necessarily know what it would do to people that aren't Kashimo, because obviously Kashimo just happened to be lucky enough to where, oh, this is curse energy similar to electricity, bibbidi bobbidi boobidi. Like, do I think it would kill Hikari? Like, absolutely not. Do I think it would probably do some real damage to Yuta or maybe Yuji? Probably, but we just don't know how strong it is. Now, to have Higuruma take away something like this as opposed to, I don't know, Malevolent Shrine or fucking you know, Gege couldn't have Sukuna be too nerfed. He still had to have him strong, but I understand. But to me, Higuruma did a little bit. Initially, upon reading the chapter, I thought he was one of the ones that took off Sukuna's hands permanently, quote unquote, permanently before he got his reverse curse technique back. But it was actually Yuta and Yuji. When Sukuna cut off his hand, he ended up growing it back. Now, next we have my girl Maki. Now, I do think that Maki was kind of underutilized in this fight. Granted, some of this is because she did come into the fight later on. Obviously, she's an assassin. Both herself and Toji are built for that. That's their purpose, so I have no problem with that, really. But she really just had one squabble with Sukuna in his Heian era form, and she tanked a Black Flash. Now, she's not dead. We obviously know she's not dead because Miwa came in and saved her with a simple domain. But, I mean, her fight with Sukuna was like, what, 2 chapters? Like, it wasn't... it wasn't a whole lot. Like, she was scrapping for a little bit, and I gotta say, man, and I've said this before, I genuinely think that Maki has better feats than Toji. I don't give a Y'all can say, oh my god, he's a Toji hater. Dude, Toji is the most overrated character when it comes to JJK versus battles and power scaling I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm tired of seeing him, genuinely. I think that Maki versus Naoya was cooler than anything that Toji did. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Yeah, go ahead, unsubscribe, unfollow, all that. Yeah, whatever, man, I don't care. You pop his dick out your mouth, boy. Sorry, I had to get my Toji hate out of the way. Now, Maki did end up stabbing Sukuna through the heart. He had to keep it pumping artificially with cursed energy, which is cool and all, but like, was he really affected? Not really. Like, as far as I know, he didn't really seem like his output was like decreased that much. Like, he never really seemed like he was in any real danger because he had to keep his heart pumping like that. So I don't know. It gave Maki something to do, and obviously took more damage. But I don't like when I'm looking at it, I just don't think that Sukuna was like super heavily nerfed because he had to keep his heart pumping. It never really felt like that. Now, unpopular opinion, when we transition to these next group of folks, because it's gonna be multiple, I think that Miguel and Larue are actually provided a little bit more than Maki in this fight. Now, I know what you're saying. Damn, for your tripping, Miguel and Larue. Oh my god, what? Walk with me. Miguel and Larue bought arguably the most time for Yuji to get back in there, and Larue specifically held Sukuna in place so Yuji could land his first Black Flash on him and begin his chain of Black Flashes on Sukuna. If it weren't for Larue, I don't know if Yuji would have had a solid chance to get in there before Toto showed up. Like, yeah, he and Yuta were boxing and all this, but Sukuna was on the defense, but literally Larue had Sukuna just like neck twisted 90-degree angle, and Yuji just literally got in there, planted both of his feet, and just you saw him saying, so yeah, I don't know, kind of unpopular opinion. I'm very curious to see what they do when they animate Miguel. I'm very curious to see what anime only reactions are going to be when Miguel shows up. They're just going to be like, oh! Or I'm assuming most people are going to be like, who is this guy? We've never seen this guy before or something, because I don't know. There's no hate to like anime only reactors to JJK or anything like that, but some of them, I swear to God, only use like 25% of their brain. You know what's funny? As I was coming up on these like next two, I totally forgot about Kusakabe. I don't know if Kusakabe contributed all that much. I mean, he had a cool moment. I actually liked his chapter a lot. Did anybody think that he was gonna last a super long time against Sukuna? No. That's fine. That's fine. I would probably put him like around Higuruma level, because like he did a little bit of like, poking, like he hit him with the this is how we do it in London, bro. Like stabbing, but did he do a lot? No, not really. Cool moment for Kusakabe though. Him, remembering Gakuganji as well as Yaga and all that. I liked it. I thought it was fine enough, but it didn't really move me particularly. So coming in at like the second most helpful or the second biggest assist throughout this entire fight is Yuta. Now, I will explain number one in just a second here, but Yuta was incredibly helpful during this fight. When he first entered the fight with Rika, he literally hit a Mortal Kombat special on Sukuna and just ripped his belly tongue out so he couldn't produce any more chants. He was helping slice off some of his limbs. Yuta was going absolutely crazy, hitting him with the don't move and all this stuff. Now Yujo, it's a little bit of a fumble, not gonna lie. I thought the Yujo twist was cool, but I think myself and many others felt like it was kind of just, it didn't really have that much effect. Like Sukuna just straight up ate that hollow purple point blank. He literally just like, it took some of his skin off, but he was like fine for the most part. He wasn't moving any different. And then you have Yuta like after hitting the Avengers pose with Yuji and Toto, and he just fucking just falls down, doesn't do a whole lot. Now obviously Toto was using the shards of his domain to help teleport around, which is cool. I like it a lot. But Yujo himself didn't do a whole lot. Now what Yuta did do, which we know now, is he actually lied to Sukuna. He actually gave him false confidence and actually, from what I'm guessing, because this is before the day before leaks come out, I'm recording this on the 21st. Yuta actually gave Sukuna a false sense of confidence and made Sukuna think that Yuta ate his finger, when in reality, from what it appears, is that Yuta ate Yuji's finger to throw Sukuna off so he wouldn't be worried about where his finger was. That is majorly helpful. Also, the Jacob's ladder that he did on Sukuna, I'm assuming... Wait a minute, what happened with that Jacob's ladder that Yuta did on him? I totally forgot. You would think I remember this because I eat, sleep, breathe Jujutsu Kaisen all day, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, after this he immediately got world cleaned. I remember, never mind, I remember. But still, Yuta was putting in big work against Sukuna, so I can't really blame him. Then at number one, the character who provided the most help and assistance, who was putting up big numbers on the board, put his jersey in the rafters, is my man Aoi Toto with the highest assist count in Shinjuku, in my personal opinion. I really don't think a lot of people are gonna argue with me on this. Dude, this man Toto, from the moment he showed up with that Viper Sap, he literally had Sukuna in the blender, dog. Sukuna literally said, I can't keep up with this. There's nobody on Earth that could keep up with how fast we're going. It was 50 times per second. Do you realize how fast 50 times a second is? I'm gonna say 1 Mississippi. That is a second. And 50 times, listen, 1 Mississippi. That's 50. You can't even, bro. Dude, I don't know how they're gonna animate this. My man, I need them when they animate this to put their whole foot, toenails, and bunions into the scene. I got faith in the Baba Sweatshop. I think they're gonna do a good job. But when they do this fight, brother, I need a shot of Yuji like crouch charging his fist, and as Toto's in the Viper Slap, we the and like Yuji's like is like going forward, like Yuji's like in the act of going through the motion of a punch, and as he's going, like he himself is static, but the scene around him changes around Sukuna. Like, dude, God, listen. Let me storyboard this scene, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, if it wasn't for Toto, everybody would be dead. Like, literally, as soon as Sukuna launched that, he would have nuked the shit out of everybody. Also, when he launched his domain expansion as well, like, Toto got everybody out of the range. I mean, shit, he's also stopped Hana and Angel from dying too. Straight up ate like what, 2 black flashes from Sukuna straight up. Like, dude, Toto was going beast mode in this fight. Again, I don't necessarily know how I feel about his disappearance from the story for over 100 chapters, but hey man, listen, I've talked about that before. Y'all can go to my other videos for that. You know, there's really no point in me bringing it up again, but just I do feel some type of way about it. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if it wasn't for Toto, I definitely think that Sukuna would have caught Yuji in a 1v1. He definitely would have caught him and took his head off, or like crushed his spine or something. Now this is before Yuji popped his domain expansion. We still have no idea what Yuji's domain expansion does. I mean, shit, for all we know, that like Sukuna could be dead right now. We have no idea. I doubt it, but you know, I don't know. I feel like before Toto got there, I feel like Sukuna was definitely like gearing up to like kill Yuji. Not gearing up, he would have. Yuji's damage output damn near what, quadrupled, quintupled when Toto got there? I mean, I'm sure there's some math I could do to figure that out, but I don't care enough. But yeah, I definitely think that Toto had the biggest assist in this fight. I don't really think there's many people that can argue with me on this, and if you do, please leave a comment down below. I would appreciate it. Now some people might say, ooh, See, and which is very valid, because I mean, like, without Ui, they wouldn't have Yujo. Actually, I need to move Kusakabe up like 1 or 2 spots, because without Kusakabe, Yuji wouldn't have his domain expansion, he wouldn't have his simple domain. And that directly impacts his fight. Ooh, I'm gonna put Kusakabe above Maki. I think I will do that. Okay, pardon me, I was down Kusakabe. My fault, y'all, my bad. But yeah, it's me, your boy Daffy, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. Let me know, who do you guys think provided the biggest assist in the Shinjuku Showdown? Let me know down in the comments below. As usual, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Y'all make sure to take care of yourselves, guys, and have a good one. Peace.